was to get the book. Now we have to do it again. Or maybe
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Objective, and we are here live from the hotel in Washington D.C., a region which should bring inspiration, but unfortunately is a very mixed case for me. We're going to be talking about the upcoming conference taking place here. I am here with a guy we're going to be talking about the very mixed case for me. We've got a story for you that took place a short time ago. You're going to be very disappointed, admittedly very pleased with me. I'm saying very disappointed that. Please welcome ARI's own Nikos.
I have no idea what the story is, but hi everyone.
So, first and foremost, we've never been on camera together. Looks like I'm sucking most of the light out of the room because I'm a little bit naturally darker. I'm Semitic, you're only Mediterranean. You unfortunately need to look pale by comparison, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. We got this conference coming up now in the aftermath of the Roe v. Wade overturning, which is, to me, I don't know if there's an official theme of this year's conference, but I'm happy to see it be like just abortion rights and Roe v. Wade and all of that. To me, this is such an important issue. So anyway, as a European, is it weird to you to see how anti-abortion Americans are?
So the way this was discussed in Europe was completely lacking the context of the United States, so people realized that something bad happened, but not really. So they said something like the courts banned abortion in the States, which is not accurate, but that's why we're here to clarify things. And actually, the opening talk by ARCUK tomorrow morning is on the abortion. So, by the way, for people, there is also a virtual pass to OCON, so if you are not here, you can watch the streaming. So, tomorrow we have tomorrow is in a way the first day of the conference with Charles' welcome remarks, and the first speech is by ARCUK on the issue of abortion. So it's gonna be one of my 5 highlights in the conference. So I've tried to figure out what are the things I'm mostly looking forward to. Obviously, number 1 is my talk in the last day. It's the grand finale, not really a finale because it's early morning the last day. So if you are in OCON, 8:40 in the last day, you come to my talk on the Soviet Union. But beyond that, I've chosen 5 highlights. So I'll start with this. The first one is obviously ARCUK's talk on abortion on Tuesday. You want someone who thinks deeply, and you're not gonna hear the usual stuff that you hear from pundits who are pro-abortion. So that's in a way our, how to put it, the competitive advantage. We say things and we see things in a way that no one else does.
Yeah, so you formerly were an actual communist, which is, rare in the modern, in recent times, but you grew up in Greece where it's not as uncommon, and your parents were communists, and you were an actual communist, and then you eventually moved away from that and became, I guess, capitalist or objectivist or however you see yourself. That took a lot of courage. You know what did not reflect courage? When we saw some NBA player in Starbucks a few minutes ago, and I don't know who he is and I don't care, but if we can get him on the show to talk about Chinese atrocities or whatever it is that he cares about.
Yeah, look, we cannot name who we saw because maybe the guy is in private stuff here. But yeah, you are right. You were more gutsy. But I respect celebrities. They want their space. They want to drink their coffee, whatever.
Oh, really? That's what it is? You respect people so much that you won't go invite them on the show? To me, it's like, I don't even know who this is. I don't care. We have an opportunity. Me and the CEO founder of ARCUK, without a moment's hesitation, walked up to this man and introduced ourselves and asked him to come on the show. He said, he was very nice. He said, I don't have time, and he couldn't do it. But you, on the other hand, wouldn't even approach him. Is that courageous? Is that a red-pilled pickup artist that I've always seen you as?
No, but it's a red pill objective stuff, because the reason I wasn't there is because I brought this very cool camera which allow us to do the streaming.
That's what it was.
That's
you were
exactly
so busy getting this camera, you couldn't have done it a minute after talking.
No, that's why we're even a bit late. Anyway, continuing with what I'm really looking forward to. This is probably the number 1 after my talk. So on Sunday morning, we have this huge asset of the movement, which is called Don Watkins, giving a talk titled, Don't Be Boring, Winning the Attention Game. So as I've said many times, in NBA, the game was revolutionized when someone, Daryl Morey, introduced the advanced statistics, which is basically a different way to watch the game, which allowed teams that did not have all the money in the world to be more effective. This is how I see Don's role in the movement. He's an expert in communication, so we capitalize our good stuff and we pass the message. Because many people in the freedom movement say, oh, you know, the media hates us, the university hates us, that's why we don't succeed. No, one of the reasons we don't succeed is because we're not good enough, and we're not good enough in the game of communication. Example, this show should have thousands of viewers. It doesn't. We need to do a better work. So that's why my number one highlight, the thing I'm most looking for, is Sunday morning, Washington time. Don Watkins, don't be boring, winning the attention game.
Exactly right, and that's the way I see it too. Rather than making excuses and complaining, oh, the world hates us, internalize, look inward. What could I change about me? When the moment comes for me to be courageous and approach the NBA player at Starbucks, walk up and talk to him. You don't run away. All right?
Okay, this is the sanction of the victim, because these people didn't even know who that celebrity is, but I knew, and now you're playing tough like, oh, I saw him, I went to talk with him.
Exactly. Everyone should be just a regular person to you. I don't care if it's the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, a famous basketball player. Doesn't matter who it is. You are the GOAT. You're the king. And we've got a super chat from Mark Moses, who actually would you like to come ask a question or just appear on the show? You're welcome. He's actually a feet away from us. If you want to just come pop in right here. This is how cool it is. You can actually super chat us and actually appear. We'll see you in the playback there in a moment. And also thank you, Bonnie. Bonnie, thank you for the super chat. I don't know if you're here as well. You're not Bonnie, are you?
No, I'm Stephanie.
Oh yeah, you're Stephanie. Stephanie from the chat as well. Not super chatting and not a member.
Oh yes, I am.
You are of ARCUK. You're supposed to clap with me.
Hello, I'm a member and I'm here live.
You're not in the camera. You have to come from the back.
I'm a member and I'm here live.
Welcome, Stephanie. Welcome to the show.
Welcome,
all right.
Stephanie.
So we want to hear questions and comments from any of you in the chat, off the chat. Walk up and interrupt. That's perfectly fine with me. Like we're starting off strong with abortion. We're starting off with Don Watkins. What are some of the other things you're looking for?
My third highlight is Tal's talk, spreading objectives and a vision for ARI's future. Why is that? This is a follow-up from last year's Tal's talk when he introduced the Ayn Rand University. Ayn Rand University, I think, is the biggest thing that ARI can do to change the world. So for years, when I was in the academia, I was saying academia needs its own Uber. Academia needs its own disruptor. And this is what ARU is doing. That's the first reason. The second reason is, recently I've been reading some books by people who are experts in how to make a difference in communication and in business. Actually, I was reading Russell Brunson's book, Experts. So he's the guy who created the whole idea of the funnels. Now you read his strategy on how to make a difference with your products. It's like seeing Ayn Rand University. So 3 cheers for Tal and this vision about ARU. So my third highlight is on Sunday, the last talk of the day, Tal's funny, spreading objectives, my vision for ARI's future.
Yes, and also Jonathan Honig with $19.99 in the super chat. Thank you for that. You're helping support enterprise, the type raising the type of speakers, intellectuals, and activists who, when they're at Starbucks and they see a possible guest on the show they can book, they walk right over and say hello. That's what I am happy to. Thank you for
What's the
supporting
phrase? We've squeezed. It's like we've milked. When you do a lot of stuff with a joke and then it's like old joke anymore.
There's no joke. I don't know which joke you're referring to.
Anyway, okay.
Keep going.
Okay, so what else? Other highlights is obviously we have the screening of With a Living. So. And I think there's something, not like a new version, but an improved version. So that's taking place on, actually Tuesday, Monday is Freedom Day. We're gonna have a special streaming on 4th of July, right? We're gonna talk about the United States. I'm gonna talk about anti-Americanism. Greece is one of the top anti-American countries in the world. So perhaps anti-Americanism is stronger in Greece than in Lebanon or whatever. So I'm going to bring the angle and the element why America is so much hated in particular countries and why my politicization was basically built through anti-Americanism. So my first protest was to the American embassy. The chant was Americans, killers of the people, φωνιάδες των λαών Americani. So that's what we're going to discuss. So Razi, we have everyday daily objectives, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes.
Okay.
And Monday we also have HBTV.
Monday we also have live HBTV.
And Don Watkins is going to be on all 5.
And Don Watkins is going to be in all 5, and the setting is going to be better than today in terms of it's going to be a proper room and stuff. Today we made it more organic. That's why the background noise. If you're listening this as a podcast, tough luck, but we appreciate the determination.
And welcome Mark Moses, who became a member. And Jonathan Honig, thank you for the super chat.
So I have to say for Mark, in the module I'm doing the critical race theory, he's been the most consistent, not student, but participant, auditor, but a very consistent, asking good questions, showing up in the office hours. So he's the student I always want to have at the university, in my university years, but I never did. So also 3 cheers for being such a good member of the Ayn Rand University community. Okay, enough with the
that We the Living movie was made unauthorized by an Italian producer, and I've heard Yaron Brook tell this story where Mussolini saw it and he thought, oh, this is great anti-communist propaganda, and he sent a copy to Goebbels in Germany, who watched it and said, no, what are you crazy? He called Mussolini back and said, no, this is not, I mean, yes, it's anti-communist, it's it's also anti-fascist, it's individualist. I don't know if Goebbels said all that, but he knew enough to know that We the Living is not pro-fascist.
And actually the movie was banned and it was found randomly years later.
Yeah, pretty amazing story. Like, doesn't that blow your mind that like Goebbels saw a movie based on a book that Ayn Rand wrote? Like, it's like the world is so small.
I never realized that. And I didn't know the story. And the grand finale, as we said, Thursday in the morning, it's my talk on Soviet Union. So the question I'm asking is this. We know that evil is impotent. That's what Ayn Rand says, that evil in its own has no power. But then, how come the Soviet Union survived for so long, and particularly in the early days? So I have some very rare stories about the Bolsheviks, stories you haven't heard, interesting historical anecdotes, but also what's the historical takeaway from all that. So Thursday, 8:40 local time, it's my talk, Understanding Evil, Soviet Union and the Sanction of the Victim. And the one I'm mostly curious about, it's actually the last one, 3 o'clock, Yaron's talk, why I'm still optimistic in spite of everything. So I wonder if this was like a deductive process where Yaron had the title and had to come up with something to be optimistic about, or whether he's actually optimistic and he's going to tell us why he's optimistic.
I think he is optimistic, as am I, as should you be, because we're going to win, like when you actually look at it, Ayn Rand pointed out the left wins by default, right? Like the opposition to the left is so pathetic that the leftists win, but they fill a vacuum. And I'm looking at the state of the world, and I'm saying everyone else is shooting themselves in the foot, the whole Republican thing that they've become, they're basically imploding and self-destructive, it seems like. The left, of course, are pushing themselves out of any level of being taken serious with their mishigasim. I mean, people are looking for a better way. I think there's a good chance that a better philosophy is going to prevail. And we are going to win by default, I say. We're cooler than everybody else. We're the only cool people left, really. We're better looking. We're the types of people who we don't take no for an answer. We walk up to NBA players in the Starbucks and invite them on our podcast.
Okay, so we see friends around. Here is one. You probably see him before.
Worlds collide.
This is where all the cool kids are. I've told you before, if you're not an ARCUK UK member, do what the cool kids are doing. I'm telling you, all the cool kids are here. This is the place to be. It's the intellectual center of the galaxy right now this week. And Nikos, Rucka, it is great to be here with you.
And that's interesting. there's like an objectivist community within the objectivist community through the stuff that ARC UK and this guy over there has created. So it's nice, not in a like splinter way, a community within a community, but it's, you know, we know each other, although we haven't met in person many times. I've seen you once in real life, so that's quite nice. Is there anyone else who wants to bring over?
No, but there is a couple super chats. George Guerreropoulos says, Nikos, I saw you on Instagram you worked out. What did you train?
Here's an important lesson. When you travel a long airplane trip, go work out immediately to fight the hangover. So, not the hangover, the jet lag. So I landed after a 12-hour flight. I went yesterday and I worked out upper body. And I slept 7 hours at night. I don't even sleep 7 hours in good days. And yet after the workout it worked. So no jet lag. And this morning I trained legs. By the way, I was training with Charles Vanni, who is the CEO of the Ayn Rand Institute. Charles is buffed. Like he completely put me to shame. He's ripped, but also he's like he was benching more than I bench. So he's in excellent shape. And he's also doing more pull-ups than what I do. So we have also taken over the gym, and
I'm training now too. Do you know that? I'm trying to get to your weight class so we can have like an ARC tournament.
He told me that you are training, but I didn't see you at the gym.
You can't really see the arms gains yet. I'm working on it, but like my chest, my calves. I mean, there's a reason objectivists are going to win, and it's about ideas, but it's also about other things.
I think your lower, like your leg game, your butt game is good. Upper body, you know, we need to go and do some.
But you have to admit, my chest is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a cool chest. That's a cool chest.
Nikos admits.
Also, we have similar. We have the similar stuff.
Oh, and speaking of similar
that
things,
mine is real.
he stole my. You know, have you heard of swagger jacking? You cannot. One man may not steal another man's swagger. So this right here is like given to me by a fan in Venice, Italy. It has been like a secret weapon in this world for me. This guy shows up wearing the same type of thing.
This was given to me by the Greek army and the Presidential Guard in 2009. So
this was given to me in 2001. I'm joking. Okay. Christopher with $3.99 Canadian. Thank you for that. Even Canadian dollars go a long way to move this project along. We're winning. All right. Any other OCON?
No. Let's keep this short. Scarcity. What's the phrase?
Scarcity is good.
No,
less
like
is more.
Yeah. Anyway, something like that. Something like that. So we're gonna be back on Monday, usual time, with Don in our company, and who knows what else. So what's the topic on Monday?
Something to do with the 4th of July.
Oh, that's Monday. Okay,
Yes.
Monday. 4th
Also,
of...
there's another show today.
There's another show today. With whom?
Mark, Jennifer, and Jack.
What?
TV Talk.
TV talk, but not live.
But not live.
Live.
Oh, live. Okay.
Oh,
so
they're here?
TV talk live.
No,
Not
here
live on
Not okay.
Live stream.
TV Talk is coming up later today, but it's not going to be live in the flesh the way this is. It's going to be the usual Zoom call broadcast live and reading your super chat. So catch that. What time? What time is that?
It's 10 p.m. UK.
10 p.m. UK time, whatever that means to you. I'm looking in the wrong camera. Whatever that means to you. Looking forward to that. TV Talk, one of the many things that ARC UK delivers in a way that you won't get anywhere else. There's a lot of excitement around ARC UK. I mean, people harass me, and I tell them, I feel like an NBA player in Starbucks who people won't leave alone and approach. It really is amazing. Guys, listen, we are human beings, you know, give us our 6 feet, you know, we got the latest variant going around. Please do not be inappropriate and harass us. But other than that, it really is great to see how much excitement is happening around this whole thing. I mean, just watching, you know, like something like the libertarian movement, it's nothing but guys, a bunch of dudes, nerds. They have no ideas. They have no ideas. We're bringing ideas to this game. We are here. We're doing this. We're coming to a town near you. And you know where I want to go?
Greece.
South America. That's gonna be cool.
Okay,
But I found out. Hold on. But I found it's far. It's like a 15-hour flight to go from like Texas to Brazil or something. It's like it's America. It's like the same time zone. Why would it take so long? It's like farther than Europe. Anyway, we'll figure this out later. But anyway, thank you for joining us today. See you soon.
And make sure you watch every day next week. We will be live from here in front of an audience. If you are at OCON, make sure you join and cut into your lunch break, but it'll be worth it. We have great topics. We might even have some maybe a big announcement or something. But yeah, it'll be worth it. So.
All right, bye everybody.